What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video, and just a quick one. We got some little kind of hints towards 4 fighters from Todd Grisham himself on the Esports Boxing Club Discord. If you guys aren't on the Discord or you don't know, Todd is actually in the Discord. He does have his own role, so everyone knows it is Todd when he's there. And he only comes in for a few minutes, like every week or so, just to have a little chat with people, reply to a couple of people, you know, and whatever the conversation may be. And then he kind of leaves. But today he put this in the Discord: big signings this week, a couple of unbeaten stars and a couple of recently retired stars. So as you can imagine, that sent the Discord going crazy. Everyone was trying to figure out who and asking for clues and, you know, who could it be? He then put this on: combined record of the 4. Then he changed his mind about, how about this? Total losses amongst the 4 is 2. So we were all thinking, okay, so 2 young unbeaten stars and 2 recently retired stars and 2 losses amongst them all. That was pretty wide. And then the final one he put in was, okay guys, taken off, combined wins over 110. So as you can imagine, that got the Esports Boxing Club using math we haven't used since high school. Like, we were all frantically thinking of 2, you know, undefeated kind of youngsters and 2 retired stars that maybe both have 1 loss or one has 2 losses. And obviously, yes, it is over 110. People were trying to think of bang on 110. So I was thinking of like Naranui, Javante Davis, Lennox Lewis, and Joe Calazaghe. That'd be a little bit over 110. 2 losses from Lennox Lewis, and the other 3 would all be undefeated, with Davis and Naranui being somewhat young, even though Naranui is 28. So obviously, we don't know how young. We don't know how recently retired. Some people are saying Andre Ward retired 2017. Is that recent? Is that not? You know, don't really know. Right off the start, one of the guys in the Discord put this: that Garcia with 21 wins, Froch with 33, Ward with 32, Tank with 24, that's 110 wins and 2 losses from Carl Froch, which we did all think made sense, but then someone said, remember, it's over 110, so it could be anywhere between 110 and 119, or 111, sorry, and 119. So I wanted to really make this video to hear your guys' thoughts. You know, that is some big stuff, big signings. I'm big enough for him to say big signings this past week. A couple of unbeaten young stars and a couple of recently retired stars. So my hope was Triple G, but technically he is still active. He's fighting in December, so that was kind of my hope for that. But for me, it would be someone like Javante Davis, and people saying would Mayweather let him, but I feel like he would do that kind of stuff himself. I don't know though, but I really want to make this video to hear your guys' thoughts. It's always good to get these little tidbits and talk about it and stuff. And obviously, you know, we've got the E3 thing tomorrow that people will be all talking about, so I'm making videos on that as well. And really cool to Todd, you know, so if Todd, whatever, some reason ever see this video, you know, huge thanks to him for coming in. This really gets kind of that hype, that kind of like motivation of hype for the game, that up a little bit more, you know, for a little while people talk about it. And yes, the conversation doesn't last forever, but people were talking, all going back and forth between fighters and thinking of people, you know, fighters who are great but have only had 2 losses, or fighters that have had 1 loss, but then who else could go with it. It was quite fun actually in the Discord to do all that, and everyone was laughing about how we're all doing math for the first time in God knows how long. But obviously, you know, then someone that was like in their 30s or 40s was saying, well, you know, retiring 8 years ago is still somewhat recent if you've had a 23, 24-year career. So people were kind of debating over what's a young star and what's a recently retired star. You know, does recently retired span over the last 10 years, or is it only the most recent 5 years? You guys let me know who you think it is. You know, like I said, man, I'd probably go with Naranui, Javante Davis, Lennox Lewis, and Joe Calazaghe would probably be my bet. Probably could be a little bit off, but, you know, Ryan Garcia could definitely be one. Devin Haney, of course, Teofimo Lopez. I don't think, before people say, I don't think AJ and Fury are still on the table yet. I would still imagine their likeness is signed to EA until probably something stupid like 2025 or something would be my guess. You know, just a shot in the dark. But you guys let me know who you think it will be. You know, I think this will be quite a fun game for everyone to communicate in the comments. And obviously, if you're not in the Esports Boxing Club Discord, go to their Twitter, and the link is there, I believe. So, you know, you can go and join yourself and join in the conversation, and then you won't miss things like this in the future. But if not, you know, make sure you subscribe, leave a like on the video. I will obviously keep you guys updated on anything that comes out remotely that you may have missed. Because some people came and was like, what have I missed? And some people were kind of gutted they missed this. So I thought, you know what, if you missed it, make a video, talk to you guys about it, and see what everyone thinks, you know. So obviously, unfortunately, that does get fighters like Pacquiao off that list of 4. Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, they've all had more than 2 losses. So that kind of takes them off the list, which is a shame. It doesn't mean they're not in the game. It's just for these 4, between the 2 youngsters and the 2 recently retired, that takes them off the list. But I suppose that none of them are youngsters or recently retired, so I suppose they won't be on the list anyways. But yeah, anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I really want to hear you guys' thoughts, so please, everyone, just have a random guess that, you know, it doesn't matter if your math is slightly off, it's no big deal. Everyone just have a think of who you think, you know, could have recently been signed, and you know, be sure to have a conversation with everyone. You know, keep it all positive, and everyone can have their opinions and stuff. And like I said, I've got mine. I could be wrong. Who knows? But we'll have to wait and see. I don't know when these will be coming out. These fighters aren't to be announced at E3. There's been no hint towards that. Todd Grisham just made a statement to kind of get that hype building a little bit. I would imagine these 4 will be at some point in the next fighter announcement, which is probably, in my opinion, so not still City haven't said this. This is just my opinion. I think it'll probably be in about 2 months, 2-3 months maybe, but we'll have to wait and see. But as always, thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. Leave a like, subscribe down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.